So today's one of those perfect days. It's just beautiful. And it's Japanese maple season. So before the wind blows all these beautiful leaves off the trees, I thought I would give you a little tour of our Japanese maple collection. It's a small collection right now, but it is something that I hope to add to. Here's a little quick tour of the Japanese maples that we have on the property. All right, so the first Japanese maple I want to show you is just outside the potager here. It is a blood good. This is one we got at Walmart. It was about $14, probably almost 3 years ago now. And it's doing all right. It's still tiny, but it's gonna be beautiful once it fills out in this kind of a shady area here. So that's the only Japanese maple that's in the front of the property. Now the rest of the Japanese maples are behind the house in the back of the property. It's a little bit of a walk. Our property isn't huge, but we have 1.3 acres here in this mobile home community. Okay, so there's the garage, the house, potager way over there, coming over here to the side of the porch, back porch. Mind you, I haven't weeded my bed, so ignore that. Here we have another blood good. These ones are a little bit larger. Got a little bit of scorch because it was dry this summer, but it's doing very well, tucked in this nook here. Coming on around the porch is a red select, but this red select has got some great fall color going on right now. That's pretty. And it's got an interesting shape. This is also a grafted little tree from Walmart that was like $14.79 or something back in the day. And it's growing on nicely, but it's got these wild limbs that just curl up. It's kind of fun. And then on the other side of the porch, mirrored image, is another red select, also from Walmart. Look at that color. Wow. Okay, that is beautiful. And another weird curvy arm. So when these two get large on either side of the porch, I think they're going to look stunning. And then we have another blood good on this side tucked in. So in a few years we're going to have some amazing color around this porch. Now the blood good gets a much darker, like a rusty blood red color. I do like that the red select over here, the red is much more vivid. It's just much more vivid and red. Although it does have the darker rusty too, but that's beautiful. And then back here, we have an Emperor 1 Japanese maple. Now this one's gonna get moved. I don't know why. I guess because it was such a small tree, but we planted it right on the edge of our man cave in a pretty tight, this is a tight spot. So this is gonna get moved. The Emperor 1 reminds me a lot of the blood good. But yeah, a lot of scorch. We were so dry this summer, but we got some good color. So coming on around the man cave here, coming on around, we have these two beauties. Look at these big, beautiful beauties. We got these at Lowe's for $19.99 each. And this one has taken off to the sky. That one, not so much. But this one, I'm guessing is upwards of 12 feet now up there. Isn't that pretty? And the tag, I don't remember what it said, but it basically was just red Japanese maple. I think that was the cultivar, it was just red maple, red Japanese maple. So, very pretty. And then over here is the other one. And they were about the same size when we planted them. These have been in the ground since 2018. So it's been a few years. But they look lovely, very nice. And then on this corner here, we have another red select. This one does not get as much sun, so we don't have as vivid of a bright color as the ones against the back porch. But it's still lovely. It's still gonna be beautiful. It's still got that lovely weeping, crazy habit. Nice. Now, I don't want to give away too much, so I'm going to hold the camera down as I show you the next one. And actually, in the last day or so, the color has toned down quite a bit. It was a brighter orange, yellowy orange. I'm glad I'm doing this today because I think all the leaves are going to blow off soon. Anyway, this is the Sengukaku, which is the coral bark Japanese maple. And in the wintertime, once we get really, really cold, these stems will turn bright red. Right now, you can see a little bit on some of the younger stems that are holding the leaves. Look how bright red that is. But anyway, in the wintertime, from the kitchen window up there, this just looks like fiery sticks of red. It's so pretty. Let's go to the star of the show. Come on, Chloe. Bella. And Chloe. This is Oshio Benny. This is the jewel in the crown of my Japanese maples. Usually Benny is more of a blood good color in the winter, but every now and then, I think the first time was in 2018 and now in 2022, we had the perfect combination of sun and cool nights and some warm days, and I'm glad I caught it today because I think all the leaves are going to blow off soon. But oh my goodness, this tree is on fire. Just on fire. How gorgeous is that? And I can also see him from the kitchen window. Just blazing over here. So pretty. We do want to get more Japanese maples. It's just not really in the budget right now. These are a little bit pricey. Oshio Benny was 110, I believe. And Sengukaku over there, coral bark, was 180. So they're a lot more expensive than my Walmart trees. Thought this was a good time to show you all of my Japanese maples because this is late fall and early spring are Japanese maple seasons here, and gosh, they're pretty. This is much brighter than their spring color. The spring color is much more of that rusty blood red. And since we're over here, I'll show you one last thing because you know I have to keep talking. But over here, my camellia is blooming. Usually this camellia blooms in the winter, like January, February. But it is blooming early this year. This is white by the gate. Lots of buds. But look at that bloom. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my, that's a pretty picture. I'm gonna snap a picture. I love it. Okay. Well, there you go. So I hope you enjoyed seeing our Japanese maples. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.